I have immediate reload syndrome as well, Cohh. You're not alone. Oh, you have reloaditis? Which support group are you going to? Bakwis, how are you today? Good to see you, bud. Going Medieval is the city builder, right? Yeah, yeah. Where am I in the MSQ? We killed Bismarck. And I think we are currently working on a way to penetrate the Flying Allegan City area. So we just found the old witch lady from Final Fantasy 1. And we are currently doing some stuff for her. I think did we complete the dungeon yesterday? I think we just completed the dungeon yesterday for her to get the book that she needs. Yep. Matoyo.
Why are you scared of the fog? It's only fog. The fog can't hurt you. Show us on the doll.
Thank you,
where
Azir.
the fog
Thank
touched you.
You.
I love what he's done with the place.
Didn't ask you to be here. Best you went. The door's clearly marked.
Ooh, a legendary
Unless
thing.
you're buying.
Look at this. Cool.
Just get what you need to get out. Put the copper where I can see it.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're up.
I'm currently carrying an ammo case. I don't know if anyone else is running a toolbox right now.
I have
picked
a
up extra stamina.
stun gun.
Wait,
Upgraded that stamina.
You have a toolbox in your 5 slot? No, you have stamina in your 5 slot? I mean, what?
Stun gun.
Sir,
No, I'm-
Sir. Why?
I mean, I spent my copper buying the stamina upgrade for Resort.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Do I think this game is worth $60?
Let's do
It's
this.
really hard to say. I think if they add a lot more content, it could be.
Not gonna deny it.
But I mean, it's a lot of fun. I think Left 4 Dead fans that'll spend a lot of time in it, it'll easily be worth $60. But I think if you're the kind of person that played Left 4 Dead and Left 4
Watch
Dead
out
2,
for the birds.
and we're done after a few hours, then it's, you know, it's the same gameplay loop over and over essentially. So if it's really your thing, you could probably get hundreds to thousands of hours out of it, like Left 4 Dead 2.
Okay.
But if it's not your
got
thing,
it.
I mean, it's just more Left 4 Dead, essentially.
Copper on the other
Also,
side
keep
of
in
the
mind it's
birds
coming to
too.
Game Pass. So, there's that. You can also find it on Epic. We have a code to help support the channel. COH8 and Steam, I think. So yeah, there's lots of different places to get it. And more importantly, if you want to try it, if you watch the stream for an hour, you can just get a free code. And then give it a try yourself. And I highly recommend doing that before you make any decisions. Boop! Air's done!
Reloading. Cool.
Can't you get partnered with Game Pass, seeing how much you already mentioned them? Says Soup Waffle. As far as I know, Xbox doesn't do any sponsorship concerning Game Pass.
Oh, this is great. Fog with the
Yeah.
logo.
I haven't seen any streamer ever be sponsored by Xbox for that. I mean, I actually have a theory on that, but one second.
Watch out!
Oh, God.
I tanked most of the ads down.
Done. Dude, I had there's nothing I could have done against that. This dude was just laser focused on me. I could not get away.
I'm coming for you.
Hey, Dead Mouse, what's up, buddy? Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
My lord. So here's the thing. Game Pass loses Xbox a lot of money, and it's already kind of known as one of the best values in the industry. So I don't really think they need to advertise it more. To be honest,
That'll do.
I don't really think they want. I mean, Game
Nice.
Pass loses Xbox and Microsoft money right now. So I don't think they'd want to pay to get more people to use it.
What do you need?
Game Pass loses money? Yeah. That's what they've said in interviews in the past.
Since the collapse.
Right, yeah.
Maybe not even then.
Doesn't matter what. Got the trailer.
That's one of the reasons they're kind of slowly raising the price over time.
Give me a picture.
Make it count.
Back off, creep. Sniper rifle.
Pixel.
Like the whole plan was to get a lot of people hooked on it, and then over time raise the price on it, which makes perfect sense. A lot of things do that.
Need
So,
ammo, Barry?
That's kind of standard.
I am low.
They do Game Pass stuff, but not in English. They have sponsored streamers in Japan.
What I've got for you.
Well, that would kind of make more sense because I think they're trying to get into that market more. So, but here in the States, we use American consoles, and American consoles are X-Pass.
Use some shotgun ammo.
X-Pass, that's what we call it. It's a
it.
combination of Xbox and X-Pass, Game Pass. It's X-Pass.
Here you go.
Mm-hmm. American.
I'm good. I'm full now.
Card here.
So yeah, my guess is just they want more market penetration in Japan.
Dead end.
But it's in the
Sweet
States, I don't think
cows.
I've ever seen anyone sponsored by them.
Nice. Ammo upgrade.
Nani?
Through here.
That being said, full disclosure, I would gladly get sponsored to promote Game Pass. As I have said for, God, years now, it's one of the best values in gaming.
Sounds like the
So hell yeah, dude. I'd work with them in a heartbeat. I recommend it anyway. So it's like,
Ammo.
cool.
What on God's green earth was that? Loader.
need that.
Got a HP ammo. Mag.
Cohh, what's this about more penetration for the market?
I'll be taking that.
Hey, Shining Armor, how you doing this morning? That gun is pretty bloody. It's just ketchup.
AR over here.
Reloading.
Pistol. Supply crate here.
Need ammo. Almost out.
That's over here.
Not too bad.
Don't see anyone's name on it.
Where you go? I'll buy
Take care of that.
Damn!
Never mind.
It stings. Gotta take care of this.
Hold here.
Stand clear of the door.
Lost my epic clip, but we got an epic other piece, so whatever.
Oh no, you don't. I like that bloody ball.
Who the hell was that? Oh, was it there? Wow. Okay.
Sniper rifle here. Reloading here. Low on rounds.
I do not have a lot of ammo left.
Roger that.
Is anyone not using assault rifle?
I am not using assault rifle.
Can I have your assault rifle ammo?
Here you go. I've got a few.
Looks like you could do with some extra rounds.
Thank you.
Assault rifle is that
Something
one.
over here.
Thank you. Got a door over here if anyone has a
Locked.
toolkit.
No toolkit. Probably worth coming back if you find one. Weapon crate.
Weapons cache here.
Some more rifle ammo here.
Scar and AK-47, but they're both white.
Enemy contact.
Hey, Glee Parlson. Looks like you're having much fun there, Cohh, with the 5 months. Yeah, this game's a lot of fun. I mean, there's a big reason I'm really enjoying it is because I'm playing with friends. So, you know, it's a fun with friends kind of game, for sure. I mean, it's Left 4 Dead. It's Left 4 Dead 3. If you like Left 4 Dead, I think you'll really like it. If you're not a fan of Left 4 Dead, I don't think it's going to sell you. It's basically Left 4 Dead 3. That being said, I mean, I like Left 4 Dead. I have played it on stream in the past. I'm enjoying it. It's cool.
Need to reload. What the hell?
Get ready, a bunch are coming, bunch are coming. Heaven's Place says, honestly, Left 4 Dead was a lot better made than this game. You think so? Maybe it's been a long time since I played Left 4 Dead. I think it feels fine.
Locked and loaded and ready. Someone doesn't take no for an answer.
I like the weapon upgrade system, and the card stuff's pretty cool. And
Second, please.
this stuff is kind of cool. I don't think there's anything like this in Left 4 Dead.
Help has arrived.
Yeah, this is still beta, but I mean, let's be real. It comes out in like what, a month? There's only any time a game has a beta and it comes out a month later, you're not really playing a beta, for the record. Yeah, like a beta. The real term's alpha and beta. Alpha means that the game is missing major mechanics. So when you're playing an alpha, that means you're missing like huge parts of the game that aren't going to be in the final product. A beta is when there are like significant amounts of bugs, optimization, polish that isn't there. So when you're playing a game like this and it's a beta, not much is going to change between this and release. So if anything, this is a near release product. It's more of a demo than a beta.
Need that.
But yeah, the term beta is a little misleading when you're this
See
close to
anyone's name?
release.
So much for the easy way home.
My face is a beta.
What?
Okay. Kenobi says New World beta is ending, and they just announced they pushed the release date back to the end of September. Not many changes they can make, says Kenobi. Yeah, oh that is unfortunately relatively old news. But it's New World. New World is a thing because they were like on the cusp of releasing the game. Like literally, they had a date and everything. And then at the very basically last minute, like less than a month from release, they were like,
Thanks.
nope, not doing it. And then 8 months later,
I've had worse
8 months later, they had the beta they just had. And then after the feedback from that, they're like, we're going to bump it back again. Like,
Can't see your enemy. Sure as hell
there's,
can't kill him.
here's the thing. Here's the
weapons
thing.
crate here.
And don't get me wrong. Before I say this, this is
white
not
weapons,
talking
what
about the
we
people making the game.
Attachments.
This is not talking about the people in the trenches, so to speak. But I have to say that I really feel with New World that they are trying to get away with the least amount possible to make the game a success. Like, they wanted to release it back in the day after the alpha, but the community was like, hell no, we're not buying this. So they were like, okay, we'll try again. And then they were going to release it in August, but even the last beta, people were like, this is more fun, but it's still pretty bad. And they're like, okay, we'll push it back again. Like, then they tried to do the cash shop stuff. People freaked out. Okay, we'll not do that. It's like they're trying their absolute hardest just to make money on this. they're trying their absolute damnedest just to get it out and make some money. But people keep going, no. And they keep going, fine. It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing.
I wasn't worried for
And
a second.
don't get me wrong, it's a little concerning.
20 minutes
It's a little
of sheer
concerning.
terror.
Yeah. And also, I'm sure they learned from Crucible. They don't want to have another unrelease. That was really, really bad. I think honestly there will be a lot more stories on Crucible over the years, especially when other games do the same thing. But Crucible was one of the most embarrassing things I've seen in game development. It was just like it was really, really, really bad. It was really, 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 really bad. A disaster. Yeah, it was an absolute disaster. Yep. What happened with Crucible? Crucible was a game that was... It was a flawed game that was behind the curve, that they really just tried to get out as fast as possible so they could make some money off the hype. And the game was so poor. Like there were so many factors that led to a terrible situation. They didn't promote the game at all. They then spent probably hundreds of thousands of dollars having a big Twitch event where they paid a ton of streamers to play it. The game went from like no viewers to literally tens of thousands of viewers for one day, back to almost no viewers. And the reception was so bad that they unreleased the game. Which I think from a company of that size, that is the only time that has ever happened. They literally unreleased it. And then they canceled it.
I got toolkit.
So it was a disastrous waste of funds. It was a disastrous waste of PR money. It was, from what I understand, I didn't play it, but for the people that played it, they basically told me it was fundamentally flawed in a lot of ways. And then they basically just said, okay, we're not spending another penny on this, and just gone. And now it's like erased from history. But oh my lord, dude, it was a really bad situation. We're talking, no, Pipeline says, are we talking about Cyberpunk? No, Cyberpunk was bad, but it was not Crucible. Cyberpunk was really, really, really bad. But, and granted, I guess Cyberpunk was kind of unreleased on the PS Store, wasn't it? Interesting. But no, Crucible was like removed from everything. So, yeah. It was really, really bad. So again, I think that Amazon is trying to learn from that. And they are probably trying to be a lot more careful with New World. They can't, if New World flops, like...
So how careful are we being about this?
If New World flops, that studio's done. Like Amazon Games is done.
Always careful.
I mean, if Crucible, what happened with Crucible, and then if New World flops, like... Bezos would be crazy to put more money into that if New World flops. I think everyone knows that, you know?
Spare slot.
Who made Crucible? Amazon Games.
Guy.
Nailed it.
Was Cyberpunk actually really, really bad? Yes. Yes, it was. Cyberpunk was really, really bad in different ways. But it was really, really bad. Absolutely. Amazon is more of a mismanagement scenario, a mismanagement and rushing scenario, and Cyberpunk is a corporate greed scenario. Cyberpunk is a mismanagement also, but more corporate greed. Corporate greed and overt misdirection.
I am rapidly running out of ammo.
Yeah. Also known as lying.
Remember, you can nip back and top off at the box.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, that dude just blocked you, man.
You're gonna be okay.
Thanks for the healing.
Hey, Glissandra, thank you for the sub.
Oh, hello, kitty cat.
Thanks, kid.
Anthem was good for a game made in 6 months. Well, I mean, Anthem was a quarter of a game, if even. It was Anthem had some really cool foundational elements, but it had no content. Anthem could have been great if there was an actual end game and more resources in it, and actual, you know, mechanics instead of some of the most surface level stuff in that genre. I mean, it could have been awesome. The gameplay was really fun in Anthem. The gameplay was really fun. It's just everything else kind of sucked.
You can need extra healing with a bandage.
Yeah. And Anthem, by the way, was not made in 6 months. They worked on that a lot longer than 6 months. That was not a 6 month game.
Hey,
Hey, Green Hulk!
Top up on shotgun ammo.
Thanks
if
for that
you're
5
not
bomb.
already.
Thank you.
This thing's shredded.
Anthem holds a title though. For those that don't know, Anthem does hold a title. Anthem is the only game to have been canceled twice. The more you know.
Scared? They better be. Be careful.
It's a world record, I think so. Yeah. What happened with Anthem? Anthem was essentially canceled. Like they had a huge amount of plans for Anthem and they just canceled them.
I'll take it.
And then they got together a small group of the studios to then work on like Anthem Reborn. Like they were gonna bring back Anthem in a Final Fantasy 14 style like re-release, like ARR style re-release. And EA basically like gave them, God, what was it, a year? Like a year or a year and a half or something? And they went back to the studio and they were like, show us the progress. And the studio was like, here's what we got. And EA was like, and canceled. So that was that. Yeah. No Anthem Reborn for us. Nope. That's it. That's all she wrote. The remake got canceled? Yep. Well, it wasn't really a remake. They were going to like re-release it. The plan was that they were going to take it back to the drawing board, make it what it was supposed to be, and then release that as like the new Anthem. But apparently after working on it for a long time, it was just, nope. Yep. So I'm confused. Cohh super 100% Cyberpunk, but now says he didn't like it? Oh, no. I like Cyberpunk. Let me make that clear. I enjoyed Cyberpunk. And I'm going back and I'm going to play it again. But me liking Cyberpunk doesn't mean that it was a fraction of the game it shouldn't have been. It doesn't mean that there are still major issues with it. It doesn't mean that the console release was one of the most shady things I've ever seen from a developer. So, I mean, I really liked Cyberpunk. But there were also parts of it I absolutely hated. And I also absolutely am just so disappointed that one of the best development companies in the world ruined their reputation in like a month. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Cyberpunk is a great game, and I really hope one day that it gets enough work in DLCs and stuff to make it what it deserves to be. But the release of Cyberpunk was horrible, CDPR tried to use misdirection. They lied about the console version. They released a product that was literally unplayable to people and charged money for it, and then tried to like not refund it in some ways. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. So yeah, that sucks. And now CDPR's reputation is relatively garbo, and that's really unfortunate because honestly, in my eyes, they were like the chosen one for a long time. I loved CDPR before Cyberpunk. And now for every product they make going forward, I'm going to be a lot more skeptical. And that sucks. That absolutely sucks. But I think anyone would be a fool not to be like that. CDPR joined the dark side? Well, I think it's more apt for them to say they just went corpo. CDPR went corpo. They decided that shareholders and money were more important than releasing quality products and catering to their player base, their fans. I don't have any water. Sorry. Oh, God. Oh, that is about the worst place you can be, Barely Arcane? Yeah, that's really not a good idea, dude.
No.
That was really not a good idea.
Help has arrived.
Oh, is there another? Oh, Jesus, there's another one?
Yep. Sorry, I thought you.
Need to reloading.
Okay, he's down. I'm gonna get Barely. Is Pixel down too? Oh, I'm not dead yet. Not dead. Doesn't my house have water? No, not right now. I'm at my old house. There's a gun there that looks pretty good. Do I have any healing? I don't.
This one's better.
Tough coffee.
See that?
Any plans to continue playing High Fleet? Maybe down the road. There's a lot of other games I want to play right now. Grime is really cool. Dreamscaper was a lot of fun. We're going to be trying Jupiter Hell tonight. A lot of cool little indie games that come out. I had a great time in Final Fantasy last night.
Take it.
New house tour? We're not going to do a
See
new
what's in
house
here.
tour right now, but we are going to do a full basement tour towards the end of the year. Whoops.
Anyone need
Or not, it's
anything
not a
from the
basement. A
first aid
full
cabinet?
floor tour.
I'm good.
Keep calling it a
Well,
basement.
I
It's
think
not
I'm
a
good,
basement.
but I'm not a doctor.
But yeah.
Come to think of it, I do have this nagging.
They need this.
Let me do this again. Nice. Okay. Did you hear about the fight at Red Lobster? Battered fish everywhere.
Hey, there's still more healing over here, Barry, if you need some.
There's what over there, sorry?
There's more healing over here still.
It costs money.
Yeah,
It's
I've
not
already
worth
spent
the
400.
outlay. Yeah.
By the way, there's been a lot of good commentary in chat over the stuff we've been talking about recently. I'm sorry I've been like not able to address most of it. The thing is, I believe that unfortunately every game company is going to choose making money over everything else at some point. Oh, we've had that discussion a lot in the past, Originator. We call it Bethesdaism. Yes, where eventually the company just gets filled with people that would rather make money than make good games. So they decide at some point during the like, especially back in the day, games used to be like passion projects. But these days, there are people that work at those companies that don't even play games. The only reason they're at that company is because they're working a job to make money. So in those cases, you start noticing all of a sudden the passion projects the company used to make just because ways to farm their successful IPs for money. Yeah. So back in my day, that's what I'm trying to say, Art of Cope. But yeah, it's an inevitable thing that happens to gaming companies. It happens to most gaming companies. In fact, it's pretty amazing when it doesn't happen in companies, and it makes it even that more important to appreciate those companies. Like Larian Studios is a great example. They had wild success with DOS 2. And there's no question that they could have like sold out more. But
minigun.
Nope. It's yeah, they're doing a great job. That's one of the reasons Larian is one of my favorite people right now. You can tell that the people at Larian are focused on making really good games. They're not focused on making a quick buck with Bethesda. They're focused on making an awesome Baldur's Gate game, and that's fantastic. So it's stuff like that, you know, like that's very meaningful. It becomes more and more meaningful as we keep going.
Minigun set up at top of the stairs.
Yeah, Obsidian and Exile are also two great examples, and they even sold to Microsoft, but they did it for good reasons, which is great. Wasteland 3 was phenomenal. And after talking to Brian Fargo on Drop Frames, I mean, it's super cool to see that like they got bought by Microsoft, and then they took the money and resources they gave them and just made their games a lot better instead of buying yachts.
Nothing's impossible.
So, you know, that's really good.
Almost.
You ready to start this?
There's a lot of great companies like
Yeah,
that,
buddy.
that are fantastic, you know, that we can thankfully still count on.
You're not kidding.
I'll cover rear.
All right, one sec. One got by me over here if I can get some help.
Thank you.
Hey, we should stick together.
not the best idea to walk in front of a minigun.
I thought I was outside of your arc of fire.
Did we kill the guy over here? I think we did. Nice. Good job, guys. Excellent. Excellent. Hey, Pestory. What's up, buddy? Oh, man. Dude, I saw like 3 or 4 things I wanted to respond to in chat, but I think they're gone. Yeah. Shabim says, have you dabbled a bit into the crypto gaming industry that's coming out? No. I'm not going to be touching anything cryptocurrency related until I'm much more convinced that it is, you know, more not a scam. Yeah, no, I'm not touching any of that. Nope. Negatory Ghost Rider, that pattern is full. Jump out the window if you have to.
This is gonna end badly for one of us.
Well, crypto isn't a scam. It's whatever someone utilizes it for. Cryptocurrency itself is not a scam, but it is insanely easily scammable. And there are so many, it's rife with corruption. That's the best way to say it. It is that you can use cryptocurrency in ways that are not a scam, but it is rife with corruption right now. So it is not a safe thing, especially for people who aren't fully educated in crypto. So yeah, like that stuff with FaZe was just abysmal, dude. And then like the lies, like yeah, it's just terrible stuff. It's terrible stuff, and I honestly want absolutely nothing to do with it.
Damn, my guns are thirsty.
What stuff with FaZe? Go Google it. I'm not getting into it. It's not worth the time. I'm not even. That's the last time. I've never talked about it before. I'm never talking about it again. Yeah. Hey, is this door alarmed? Oh. Apparently. You just can't stay up, brother.
Apparently not.
Oh yeah.
I'll take it.
Oh god. Ancient Geezer! Coney chance to play Final Fantasy 14 hard mode dungeons during the Cozy stream.
Caution.
If
fire.
so, play Wander's Palace on hard mode. Co-stab. Ancient Geezer, maybe. Not sure. Maybe. Yeah. There was a sign. I know there was a sign. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, why you learn to shoot like that?
Good job, dudes.
We did it, Reddit! Yay!